Hey everyone, Gabriel here from Sky Scaling. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I definitely am. We've been extremely busy for the past few months, so I haven't really done one of those videos showcasing one of our clients' results. However, I know a lot of clients and a lot of insurance agents right now are in their push months where it's really time to turn things up a notch. And so I thought it would be a really good time to do one of these videos. Now, the client or the campaign I'll be showcasing here today is one of our clients' recruiting campaigns. It's something we've been running for about 2-3 months now. However, I will just be focusing on the last 30 days just because I want to showcase what would be possible in your first month or so of working with a company like Sky Scaling. Now, here are the metrics of the last 30 days in question. So again, this is a recruiting campaign. We're running this one in Ontario, so we're looking for people based in Ontario only. We've been spending around $20 per day for this campaign. So this campaign in the last 30 days has spent just about $600, 53,000 impressions. Our click-through rate all is 2.86%. And we've been able to generate 93 leads at $6.43 per lead. So again, here are the metrics, and I will showcase the exact qualification process that we use for those leads. So I know this is definitely like, a really good amount of leads for definitely a lower cost per lead. Usually, or the typical results would be closer probably to 50, 60, maybe 70 leads per month. So this campaign has been doing phenomenally well for this client. And here are the results again for the past 30 days. So the amount spent, $598.03. We've been able to generate 93 prospects. The cost per lead has been $6.43. We've been able to generate 40 appointments with a cost per appointment of $14.95. Now, obviously, not everyone shows up to those calls. So our cost per showed up to appointment is actually $20.62. And here's proof. So we have the appointment reporting taken directly from this calendar. So we use different calendars for different campaigns. This is the exact metrics of the calendar that has been used for this campaign in question. So 40 people booked calls, 29 showed up, 11 did not show, which gives us a cost per showed up of $20.62. Now, here's the process. Obviously, $6 sounds extremely cheap for a prospect. And you're probably thinking, okay, those leads are just kind of giving their name, phone, email, and they're probably not really going through a qualification process, which is not the case. That's the beauty of this whole thing, is that when you have an actual system and a really good marketing strategy, you are able to get a decent cost per lead and a good quality or good volume of leads. Qualified leads, that is. And I'll show you the exact qualification process that they go through in a few seconds as well. So here's the exact system that we use to get people to not only provide their information, to actually book a calls as well. So this system is what we use for clients. It's not only what we use for clients, it's exactly what I use in my own business for Sky Scaling as well. Now, the very first step is marketing. So we need advertisements to be running on social media. Just so you know, I know there's different companies out there that kind of give you the content and teach you how to run the ads. We don't do this over here. We run 100% of the marketing on all of our clients' behalf. So if you work with us, we'll run 100% of the marketing for you. Now, obviously, people will be scrolling on social media. They'll see the ads we're running for you. And some people will obviously be interested in the product or the opportunity that they're seeing on their social medias. Now, if your prospect clicks on the ad in question, they then get redirected to a form or a survey where they have to go through a qualification process. So we always make sure that your leads are qualified. And again, I'll be showing the qualification process in a few seconds. Usually within that survey, we'll add a few disqualification questions, again, to make sure that we're only getting people that are actually qualified or that can actually be part of the opportunity, right? So for recruiting, there's different things like being on a student visa. That doesn't make you eligible for the opportunity. So you want to make sure your prospects are also eligible to actually be part of the business or for the products that we're advertising. Now, once your prospect goes through that qualification process, puts in their personal information, they can then submit the survey. Once your prospect submits the survey, they get redirected to your calendar page. On your calendar page, your prospect has two options. They can either go ahead and book a call automatically or not, right? That's the only two options they can make. Now, if your prospect books a meeting, the process pretty much ends there. They'll get a confirmation message by SMS and email, and then reminders following that to make sure they actually show up to that meeting. Now, on the other hand, what happens if your prospect decides not to book a call, right? So some people are going to book, some people will just not. That's just, human nature. Now, the people that don't book calls, that's where AI comes in. So you working with us will also get your own AI assistant that will automatically reach out to your leads after 5 minutes, only if they don't book a call. So if your prospect doesn't automatically book a meeting, your AI will automatically reach out to your prospect, try to engage in a conversation with them. And there's two nice things about this AI. Number one, it has direct access to your calendar. So it's actually able to book meetings through that SMS conversation. So we don't have to resend them the link and have them manually book. Your AI is able to book on your prospect's behalf within that SMS conversation because it has access to all of your availabilities. Second nice thing about the AI, it's follow-up sequence. So if your prospect stops responding or just doesn't answer to that initial message, your AI will automatically follow up on day one, so the next day, on day three, so 3 days later, on day seven, so a week and 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, and a year. 8 follow-ups in total. They're all automated. And so that's also going to take care of nurturing your prospects on your behalf, which obviously, if you're having 93 leads per month, after a few months, you have a few hundred prospects. You don't have time to do all that nurturing yourself. Now, last case scenario, you can always manually set the calls. You have your prospect's phone number. You have your prospect's email as well. You can always reach out manually yourself, try to book them in for a consultation call. So that gives you 3 different options for your calls to be booked. Now, I want to showcase kind of results for the all-time results for this campaign. Okay, so I just showed the last 30 days on this PDF, but here's the all-time results. So this campaign has been running for, I don't know, $600 per month. So probably just over 4 months now. And in total, we've been able to generate 170,000 impressions. Our click-through rate all time is 2.85%. And we've been able to generate 339 leads. 339 leads at $7.80 per lead. And here's the qualification questions that we ask those prospects. So there we go. This is the exact survey that those leads that you just saw, so 93 leads in a month, this is the exact qualification process that they went through to become a lead. You can't become a prospect, you can't have access to the calendar page if you don't go through this. The first question we ask them is if they are on a student visa. So if you're not aware, if you're a bit newer in the business, you cannot get your LQP license in Canada if you are on a student visa. So your prospect does have to say no. If they say yes, what happens? They get disqualified right away. So again, we want to make sure your prospects are qualified or eligible for this opportunity. We don't want you to waste your time on calls with prospects that are not eligible for the business. So they have to say no. Number 2, do you own a laptop to work from home? Yes, I do. No, but I'm willing to acquire one, or no, and I'm unwilling to obtain one, even if necessary. So most businesses, most MGAs, they don't provide people with equipment to work from home. You need your own stuff. And so we want to make sure your prospect has equipment to work from home or is at least willing to acquire one, right? And third option will get your prospect disqualified, obviously. So let's just go with no, but I'm willing to acquire one for now. What is your current employment status? Are you employed or unemployed? Now, if your prospect answers employed, we have a follow-up question, which is, are you employed in the financial sector? The reason we ask this, we want to make sure there's no potential conflicts of interest. And so it's really important that we ask this question. Now, even if your prospect does say yes, they can still continue with the process, but this is obviously going to be your prospect. You have access to all these answers. And so it would definitely be a good thing to bring that up during your call with your prospect. Make sure it's not a conflict. If it is, see if they're willing to leave their current job, join you, because obviously that is also something that can happen. So we don't want to disqualify them just then there. How much time can you commit to this opportunity per week? Are you comfortable with a commission-based compensation structure? Yes or no? Simple answer. They have to say yes. If they say no, that they prefer fixed salary, they will get disqualified. And last but not least, are you willing to undergo training and obtain the necessary licenses or certifications, even if it requires an initial investment of a few $100s? So we're asking your prospect directly on the survey, hey, there's a cost component involved. Are you willing to spare a couple $100 to get started? It's a simple answer, yes or no. If your prospect says no, they get disqualified. Yes, they can qualify. Or third option, I'm already LQP licensed. That is also an option that is viable. So this is going to help you greatly when you get to the closing stage of your call, because when you tell your prospect that there's a setup fee, they have to pay for licensing, your prospect is not going to start freaking out because they know beforehand, they know before the call that there's a cost component. And so this is going to not only save you a lot of time and filter a lot of people out, but this is going to help you just kind of setting the standard and the expectations before the meeting as well. Just go with yes, first, last name, city, email, phone number, and then once your prospect submits this information, they get redirected to your calendar page where they can then go ahead and book a call. And like I said earlier, if your prospect does not book a meeting, your AI will automatically engage with your prospect via SMS after 5 minutes. And so this is the exact qualification process that has been used to generate these types of results. There we go. 93 leads at $6 per lead. So if you watching this are an agent in Canada and you're looking to grow your agency, we also do client acquisition. Obviously, we also help people with client acquisition. However, this video is kind of sort of dedicated to the recruiting process. But don't, obviously, if you're still looking to grow your book of business, that is 1,000% something we can help with. But whether you're an agent looking for client recruiting prospects, client prospects, I'll put a link down below. You can go ahead, click on that link. It's going to redirect you to our calendar page. You can book a call with one of our reps. We'll jump on a quick meeting with you. We'll qualify you on that call. And if you're a good fit, we'll go through a quick presentation. We'll show you exactly, we'll show you exactly the process that we use, how the AI works, and the actual funnels themselves that we use to actually qualify those leads as well. So obviously, I can't show too much here today just because we are short on time. I won't do an hour-long video, but if you're a bit more interested, again, I'll put a link down below. And if you're looking for, obviously, I don't know, whether your warm market is exhausted or you're just looking for another solution to actually grow your business, or you're tired of reaching out to people manually, this is a great alternative. And it is probably something that can be useful for a lot of people looking to grow their business in the insurance space. So again, it's been Gabriel. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.